Glory to that kind.
Oh, little doggy, I already own your soul. You'll be my plaything for the rest of eternity. Under contract.
This game's kind of like a mix between the sort of colourfulness of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine mixed with Buster Move. You know, the little dinosaurs where they're like pushing up the little crystals? But you're just putting tits in it. You're putting tits in an arcade game. Imagine putting tits in Dr. I mean, Dr. Robotnik's already got some big fucking tits. You play as Richard, who is working a desk job at this fucking demon-ass company. Yeah, I say demon-ass company because, yeah, it's run by demons. By the way, Richard, whoever wrote that, yeah, they're getting a fucking raise. So you're trapped at your soul-sucking job, and, well, there is a lot of soul-sucking and a lot of sucking. Every time you fall asleep, you wake up in this sort of demonscape, where you've got to rescue your co-workers by moving around on a little grid. Each time you complete a certain level, you move one step closer to rescuing one of your co-workers. He's just a dude that's doing a 9-to-5 job to get money so he can go home, buy pizza, and rent some porn. But now, he doesn't even have to rent porn. He just goes to work and gets fucked by demons, falls asleep at work, then fucks some more demons, then wakes up, gets fucked by his co-workers, then goes home, falls asleep again, and then fucks some more demons. I mean, that seems like a lot of work, doesn't it? A lot of sexy work. From Kelly, from Bliss, to the fucking horn. I just want to fucking grab her horns. You better fucking put a horn thing in this game. I tell you what, if you don't put a horn thing in, I'm giving this shit negative reviews, motherfucker. It's a match 3 style game, where you pull the crystals down and then push them back up onto the other side. There are also other obstacles as well, not just matching the colours up, such as bubbles where you've got to pop them with pressure, or rocks which you have to bash against another rock in order to get through. Yeah, this is some Neanderthal fucking shit. Or spikes, because, hey, when I'm thinking I want to get to a lewd scene and I want to play a Tetris game, yeah, I need to be more fucking stressed out. What I like about this game, though, is it's adjustable. And I don't just mean the cock in my pants. What I mean is that the speed is adjustable. You can just go easily into the settings and you can change shit around from easy, normal to hard. I'll be honest with you though, if you sit on hard, no but seriously, if you sit on hard, it's actually quite a fun game. And we are at that tipping point in the lewd game sphere where gameplay is sort of taking over and lewds are now becoming the reward. The whole lose to win mechanic of lewd games is kind of being phased out a little bit. Not entirely, but like I said many years ago, games are games. And now, games have gameplay. So at the top of the screen you have a timer, and every time you clear some crystals, you move slowly towards the finish line. It's kind of like a level of endurance. You gotta make sure that the crystals don't crush you, and at the same time you want to get to the finish as quickly as possible. Again, it does sound like there's a lot of pressure, but there really isn't. You only have to play a few levels before you bump into a minion, and the next minute they're sucking you off or they're using their tail to fucking probe you up the butt. And then when you rescue the co-workers, well, I mean, you gotta battle them first because they've obviously got cum brain, but then once they get out of that state and you wake up back in your office, well, I mean, next minute you're fucking them in the office. I mean, they've already got the aesthetic down of office and sex, because when you think about office workers and you think about chicks, you're thinking about those business skirts, you're thinking about those button-up tops with the ties. And now you're fucking in a cubicle, well, it gives a whole new meaning to the word sticky note. My favorite thing about this game is the music. I mean, yeah, I could say the lewds, and the lewds are pretty fucking good, but the music's a fucking bop. I actually get really excited getting back to a level and just playing it. Like, holy shit, I really just want to sit and I want to play a level, and I really get into it with my fingers. And then afterwards, I get into it with my fingers. I tell you what, while playing this game, I felt so much adrenaline. And I don't just mean adrenaline from the gameplay, I mean adrenaline from a fucking dick. And having a game that does both of those sort of things was actually kind of refreshing. The only downside I would say, and there's only a few things, is some of the stuff is placeholder assets, like the little arrow items that help you clear rows or columns. And some of the animations are a little bit inconsistent. I noticed with some of the sex scenes, they sort of go for this sort of like blocky style frame animation sequence thing, which I really didn't mind, but then when I saw another scene where it was clear cut animation, it kind of threw me off for a little bit. The quality sort of dipped all over the place. Not in a really bad way, but it's sort of like, great, okay, great, okay, great, oh, I fucking come. What I love about this game, it's a colourful cast of characters. It doesn't feel like Helltaker where you take all the demon girls, you stick them in a room, take away their name tags, and you go, okay, well, who's that? You got it fucking wrong, didn't you? If you got it fucking right, you're a fucking nerd. But seriously, how can you tell these fucking bitches apart? So, you want to give these guys some support? Go check them out on Patreon, Kinky Fridays. Or go pick up the game on Steam. It's in early access. And there's a very active community that wants to help build this game and get it to the finish line. Well, that's it for this episode of Dat Shorts. I'm Shades, and remember, you get what you paid for. Good night.